Hey guys, I just want to start this episode out by saying that if you tuned in for the live feed, I included some stuff afterwards when editing this video together of a few other Star Wars things I have. As you can see, I got a full size R2-D2 cut out. I got some other R2 stuff that's going to be shown in a different video, but there's some stuff in this room that was original Star Wars toys and things that I didn't show you guys when I was cleaning in there. So tune in to the end of the video and check it out because you won't want to miss it. But yeah, there's lots to look at. Lots of stuff still in bins for my Star Wars stuff, unfortunately, because I have nowhere to display it, but that's just the way it is, unfortunately. So if you were there for the live Facebook thing and you want to see some of that stuff, check out the end of the video. And if you didn't see the live stream, you're going to enjoy the whole thing, hopefully. But stay tuned for the end because there's some cool stuff and some additions to even what's in there that I realized I had after the fact that I had to add. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hey guys, welcome back to Cleaning with the Captain, I guess we can call this series. I got to do some more cleaning of my collection here, as I have the people from Inner Space, from the Space Channel, coming to talk to me about Trekyards, and they're going to want to see the collection, and I got to clean it up. It's dusty. It's been a while since I've cleaned it, so yeah, that's where we're going to go. Just got to go turn off one light. I'll be right back. Sorry it's so dark, but like I said, this track lighting is a little iffy. It's usually like that on there, which really gets washed out in the camera. Hey Joe. So I'm going to turn it a little bit so you guys can kind of see what's going on. I'm going to start up here. Turn this up a bit here. Got some Star Wars stamps, limited edition ones. That's my limited edition Boba Fett 300th figure. I've got this one and I've got one out of the package as well. Got my little plush C-3PO and R2-D2 up there. And that blueprint set has some Millennium Falcon blueprints, R2-D2 blueprints, and things like that in it. Haven't had it down for a while, so I'm going to leave it up there for now, but turn this down just a little bit here. Keith, hey Keith, how's it going? What are you up to today? Are you home all day with the kids? Tim Hortons. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the first shelf, and as usual, as you saw with the other ones here, what I do is just clean off, I take everything off the shelf, clean off the shelf, and then put everything back one at a time. So that's what we're going to do. I find it so interesting that people want to watch me clean. I think you're all just nosy and want to see other people's stuff, but I'm cool with that. As I've said in the other ones, if you guys have a question about anything, shout it out. I don't know if I'll get a chance to see it because I do have to focus on getting this done, but I will be taking a look and trying to answer your questions as well at the same time. So The amount of dust that collects in like 2 years is amazing. Took the kids to Sugar Bush today. When they're done here, I have laundry and dishes that need to be done. Well, Keith, don't be spending your whole day working. Watch somebody else clean and enjoy. Keith is a very good friend of mine, for all you guys that don't know. So I'll start off with my Django Fett here. I forget what series this was, but it's amazingly detailed. It's got the firing backpack, and of course it comes with his helmet, and his little scope goes down. So, not the hugest fan of the prequels, but Jango Fett was pretty cool. I just love the armor, and that's a very bad place to put a screw hole. I'm just saying. How many droids do I have? I have no idea, Steven. A shit ton. Welcome, Josh. Put Jango up there. Next up is my big C-3PO. Again, not sure which series this is or whatever, but this one's really nice plating on it. The only problem with this one, the feet are shit. They aren't even, so to stand them up is a real pain in the ass, and there's not a lot of articulation on them, so, but very cool piece. Got some of this, I got a little bit of a scuff on my finish there, but that's okay. I mean, C-3PO's usually beat up anyway during most of the movies. Stuart, you have an R2-D2 and C-3PO. I have a shit ton of R2-D2s and C-3POs. R2-D2 is my favorite character from Star Wars. Here's my R2-D2 that goes with him, which got all the, like, the head turns, all the doors open up. There's little attachments to put in there, so you got the arms and stuff on him. He's also fully articulated, so he can, he's even got his third leg, which I know sounds dirty, but got a little bit of yellowing and stuff on him from the place I used to have him. It used to be kind of in direct sunlight on the shelf. Here in the basement, it's a lot better because you get no sun damage, because this yellow plastic tends to yellow a little bit. I know you guys can't really see it with the lighting here, but that light really washes it out on the camera, and I apologize for that. But yeah. So there's those guys. Next up, back there, we have the Chewbacca Black Series figure. Very big figure, actually, and very cool. I love the detailing on it. So welcome everyone that I haven't said hi to yet. Thank you for joining me. 11 people, looks like I got my regular crew here. Bill McCrae Jr. is here. Hey, Daniel from Space Dock. Oh no, not Daniel from Space Talk. Sorry, the other Daniel that is doing the Project Voyager game. Some awesome 3D work. And of course, as you guys, if you don't know, you should know, R2-D2 is like my favorite Star Wars character. As you can see, I've got quite a few astromech droids. Here's another R2-D2 in that size. This one's got a little bit more yellowing on it, but that's okay. Love how things never go back the way that they were when you clean them. Oops. Chewie's bowcaster just fell apart, which is unacceptable. I don't know about you guys, but in The Force Awakens, I thought it was kind of funny that it almost seemed like Han Solo had never fired Chewie's bowcaster before. Oh my god, his whole gun is coming apart. But Han seems so surprised to feel the kick of the bowcaster and enjoyed shooting it. That really bothers me. Or is this a full episode? What? Hey, Joe. Yeah, so it bothered me that Han Solo appeared to never have fired Chewie's bowcaster before. That doesn't make sense to me. But it is The Force Awakens. It is J.J. Abrams, so take it for what it is, right? We've got Bad Motivator Boy. And Yoda in the same scale. Got a few of these. I got some Pez dispensers. I got C-3PO, R2-D2. I got another R2-D2 in the packaging still and things. Them I don't really care too much about. Perfectly honest, so they just go back there, get tucked away. Then we got the I think they're Playmobil. The Playmobil droids. Got C-3PO with the funky deformed body. And his pal R2-D2. The arms that pop out. Next up is one of my very favorite Boba Fett figures. It's actually got some flame here. So many toys. Yes, Selena, I know. My daughter, Selena's here, my oldest daughter. If you don't have one, you need a dark helmet in your collection. Yeah, I do need a dark helmet. But anyway, this is one of my favorite Boba Fett toys. It's got the jetpack holding him up in the air. Great action pose. Here's my standard little figures, C-3PO, and R2-D2. I'll be back to work. Bye, Bill. Hey, Stuart, awesome Boba Fett. Thank you. I got a bunch more Boba Fetts, which we'll get into in a minute when I get down to those shelves. So, does anybody hear a tribble? Here's my R2-D2 USB drive. It's kind of like a soft rubber, but cool nonetheless. Here's one of the BK toys, I think. It's actually a water squirter or something. I can't remember. It's got a little notch at the back here, and then a little trigger that shoots water out of his eye. Little hole there. Here's the C-3PO to go with them. Usually when I get an R2-D2, I have to get the matching C-3PO. I hear the tribble. Keep it away from the quadriciclity. I'm gonna move these guys. As I said, it's a bitch because when you clean, you can never put everything back the way it was before. You gotta rearrange it and new formations, and it's a headache. Got my little M&M R2-D2. And no, he doesn't rap. It's not that M&M. Here's one of the latest droids I got from a gentleman in Japan. These are Japanese exclusive ones. I got a whole bunch of them. All these multicolored ones are all from him. And of course my Lego R2 and Lego 3PO. Big Lego branding on the back. These are two Christmas tree ornaments from Hallmark. Very small. Little hook in the back there, or a loop. And these ones are from Micro Machines. I got a bunch of the Micro Machine X-Wings and stuff, and they got the little teeny tiny droid units. Got the R2 unit and then the little red guy here. I got a Lego Darth Vader, of course, and a Lego Han with the medal, which I'm actually going to put down here and put them in that shelf later. I don't like where they were there, so that's it for the top shelf, guys. Here's something I didn't show you guys last time. This is my Millennium Falcon model that I painted probably 20 years ago or so. My first attempt at weathering, and I just used a flat black paint and just brushed it on with paint thinner. It's not the way to do weathering, but it looks pretty fantastic. I got the streaking, the rust colors. On the bottom there I got missing some of the landing gear. They've broken off over the years. Like I said, this thing, I did this when I still lived at home, and that was like 20 years ago or more. So yeah. I got 10 people here and nobody's commenting. I don't know if I'm seeing all your comments, guys. This has happened before with Facebook Live, so I apologize. I'll keep checking the messages, but just know I can't see anything right now. So there's just a bunch of miscellaneous R2 stuff. This little keychain with a keychain holder. You could use that for, you know, hiding your weed, I guess. Even save things like this, like the candy sticks from Halloween, the different packaging. Here's another one of the little toys you get with a Happy Meal or whatever. I forget what it was with, but this one opens up and it's got a little Princess Leia inside. Hide my weed and get thrown out of Starfleet. Awesome toy collection. Thank you, guys. Here's some oldies but goodies. This is my C-3PO toy from Empire Strikes Back. This one comes apart, and it's got the storage bag, so it comes apart. Storage bag for Chewbacca to wear on his back. So this I've had since I was a kid. And speaking of having since I was a kid, this very used R2-D2. Used and abused. As I said, I've always been a fan of R2-D2, so this is one from my childhood. I'm sure I went through a few of them, but this is one that survived. It's a very rough shape, but all the chromes wore off. Still got that clicky sound. Totally screen inaccurate. Nothing about this is right, but what are you gonna do, right? Oh, from Bosnia, and can I say it like Sylvia does? I can't. Sorry. My wife's Croatian, so yeah, I can't. Sorry, I tried. So there. Let's see what else we got here. It's not a triple, you don't hear a triple. Here's just one of the newer toys. And this is also one, this came with a Tatooine set. He's got a little magnet in his foot so you can slide him around the base. Displaying R2-D2s is hard because they're all the same height, so you can't see the ones in the back so well, but whatever. Again, here's more of the same, just a regular R2-D2 toy here. This one, This one here's got the pop out jets. They're supposed to pop out. But anyway, if there's an R2-D2 toy out there, chances are I probably have it. Here's the bad motivator guy. Enjoy your Trekyards on YouTube channel. Thank you. Here's a golden top R2-D2. A little light thing in the top there so that his eye glows. He's all gold. He's gold! Yeah, sorry about that, guys. One of the R2 units came with the Death Star, unfinished Death Star projection thing. Sorry about the tribble. The reason I keep hitting them is because they're my wife's slippers. Every time we take a step, they make the noise, and they're down here, and I keep kicking them as I walk by. So many apologies to you. Here's my black and bronze droid unit, which I love. This guy's one of my favorites. And here's two more of the ones from Japan. Oh my goodness. Which I showed off one of my Captain's Logs videos when I got them. But here's the, hey Sean, how you doing? Hey Kira. So this is the black and copper guy. And this guy, his name is R2-711. He's painted in the 711 colors, and this is a Japanese exclusive one. So he's got the 711 colors, and I just thought that was funny. So it's another shelf down. Woo! Time to clear off another shelf. This one's very cluttered and kind of mismatchy. Again, I need better display shelves, preferably something glass and sealed so I don't get dust, and more room to display stuff because I just don't have enough room here, which is a shame. So first off, on this shelf we got Superman. I love the big S on the cape. He dispenses free Slurpees. Yes, he probably does. What's up, Andrew? These guys you can't see too well because just the way the lighting is, which sucks. Like I said, I need to get something better for lighting in here, but it's what I currently have, so I have to go with it. Here's Return of the Jedi Luke, Black Series. Oh, I guess I should wait to put him in. Gotta put in the other mismatchy one for this shelf. Batman. This is a great looking Batman. Thank you for smoking us your collection. Well, I'm not going to smoke it. Showing, I know. Supergirl, The Flash, Let's Into Tomorrow, Green Arrow. What is your favorite CW superhero shows? I I used to watch Green Arrow or Arrow for the first few seasons. Got out of it. Supergirl's really good. The other two I honestly haven't watched. The Flash I couldn't get into. I hear it's good and all that jazz, but anyway, so yeah. Black Series, Return of the Jedi. Luke is going in now. I also got Dagobah, Luke, Black Series. This one I really like. The detail on it's very cool. I've got a few Black Series Stormtroopers. Got this guy with the standard blaster. And this guy with the bigger rifle. Ah, that's why he was at the back. He stands up for shit. Alright, we're going to have to change Luke here. Luke, use the Force. Run to Dagobah. Run to Dagobah. Stormtrooper back there. Luke. This Stormtrooper is absolute shit. The joints are awful on it. And he's not cooperating with me right now. That's Black Series, folks. That's supposed to be like the best of the best. There we go. That's good. We got the Black Series Darth Vader with the removable helmet. Strong in the Force, the Stuart Foley he is. I've seen a few episodes of Star Wars Rebels. Again, that's one I never really got into for whatever reason. But I never watched Clone Wars either, so. Again, it's one of those things, if it's on TV, I'll catch the odd episode, but I haven't set out to watch it, no. I got my latest Stormtrooper. It's a little bit bigger scale than the Black Series, but this one's from the Disney store, and it's die-cast metal. It is heavy. Heavy. Yeah, I hate fitting things back on these shelves. It's a pain in my ass. Boba Fett. I think Trek would do great with new CGI cartoon series done in a similar to the Rebel style. I totally agree. But here's my Black Series Boba Fett. Which is fantastic. Big fan of the Boba Fett. And here's two ornaments. This one's from the Disney store. No, this one's a Hallmark one. BB-8. And this one also is, this one's from the Disney store actually, this one. And this one lights up. Little light up thing, and then the light up post on the back there. Comes on a little base. And another one of the candy stick boxes with BB-8. Alright, so another shelf done. Now the next shelf is more miscellaneous type of stuff, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this stuff here. Got some bonus, some extra hands. These are for my Thundercats figures that are in the other room. There's Tigra's whip. It's sad Janeway got put in a women's prison when they got back to the Delta Quadrant. Here she uses a Russian accent to assert her dominance. That's funny. Alright, so like I said, this is all more randomized stuff. This guy, he's a transformer. He's a tornado jet. I can't actually remember if he's a transformer or a GoBot figure. This is one that kind of has me stumped. There's no markings on it for the company or anything. But by the way it's constructed, I would say it's probably... Oh, ow. Yes, I have Thundercats, Andrew. I would say it's more of a GoBot. I got this at a, I don't know if it was at a thrift store or at a garage sale, but it's just one that I picked up, and yeah, so. Since I don't know who the hell he is right now, he goes at the back. Here's one of my Hallmark figures. This is a G.I. Joe astronaut. Got one of the old E.T. figures. This one, you used to push his stomach and the finger would light up, and there's no way to replace the batteries. There's like nothing. So, in there. This was one of my favorite toys as a kid. This was the Superpowers Superman. You squeeze the legs together and his arms do the thing. Got the little fabric cape that comes off, pops off his neck. But I used to put his hands like this and like fly him around in my backyard all the time. So he's one of my favorite figures. He's getting old, getting a little bit sticky in spots just from the plastic kind of. It's also got a lot of wear and tear. I think that's one of the Super Friends figures. Again, some random stuff on this shelf. It's got my little homicidal teddy bear. A set of custom fit vampire fangs from when I was a teenager and was big into vampires. I used to love shows like Forever Night and things like that. Actually started writing a vampire novel. It's got 3 chapters done, got the whole outline done for the novel, but yeah, don't think I'll ever finish that. I don't know if you guys ever use the Wish app on your phones to get kind of weird stuff, but I got this, which is a droid with a clear head and a BB-8. They're not Lego, they're Block World, they're not licensed or anything, but I thought they were cool. Got one of the Punisher little beans. I don't know what these are called, but they have a little ball inside, so they always stand up. Do I collect comic books? Yes, I do. I've got like 400 comic books in the other room. They're kind of packed away right now, though. And then, randomly enough, I've got the little Sword of Omens. The big Sword of Omens is actually in Lion-O's hand, which is in the other room. Like I said, we'll get to that probably another day. And a little Lego Stormtrooper helmet. So that's that shelf done. Next shelf. Again, more random stuff. Not very much stuff on these shelves, so it's going to be pretty quick. Again, here's more Pez dispensers that people have given me. I'm not really a huge Pez dispenser fan, but Boba Fett, Jango Fett, and Yoda. This is one of my GoBots from when I was a kid. He transforms into a truck. Like so. Kind of like Optimus. This was the closest thing I had to an Optimus Prime back in the day. When I was a kid, I never had an Optimus Prime. Never got the one that I really wanted. Probably because they weren't readily available. Probably sold out quite easily. Can't remember this guy's name, but he's missing some wheels and stuff. I'm a big fan of the Rocketeer, so I got this. This used to be able to buy this at the variety store. It had gum in it, but really cool helmet. Here's another one of my old GoBots. This is Fightor. That's his name. He transforms into a jet. I got some little Millennium Falcons. I got this little guy. And then the Micro Machine version. So that is that shelf done. right. How am I going to do this now? Let's see. Yeah, I'll just dust these off all individually. Got my, I love Camaros, so I got my one Camaro here. Actually, hold on, I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, good. Yeah. Sorry guys, hope I'm not boring you. So here's one of my 69 Camaros. One of my Boba Fett figures here. This one I've had a long time. This one I've had since I was maybe 21. This one's got the rotatable base. I also have my Mandalorian pin, which I just put on there like that. It looks pretty cool. My Battle of the Planets pins, G-Force. Poor guy needs some glass. I do. I need glass cabinets, absolutely. And a better room to display them because, yeah, like I said, once the kids move out. I'm also a huge train fan, so I got this little Lionel keychain, which where we go here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's the Santa Fe Express in there, which is really neat. It's like a little mini train. Mini train set. How old are my kids? My kids will be out soon. Selena's 22. She's out on her own. She has been for a while. She's got 2 kids of her own. So I'm a grandpa, in case you guys didn't know. And Thomas is turning 20 in August. Cassie's 17. So yeah, they will be out sooner than later. Christian's 12. Here's one of my little walkers that I made. This was based on a little kit, but I added some embellishments to it. I love walkers. Anybody that knows me too is that I'm a fan of Lamborghinis, so I got my little deformed little Countach. And a bunch of Murcielagos. Got a purple one, orange one, and then a police Murcielago. Thank you for tuning in and watching this, guys. I appreciate it. As I said, I got my 69 souped up Camaro. Hey, Jay's here. How's it going, man? Another Camaro. Trying to see which is the best angle for you guys here. There we go. One of the newer Camaros. And an old souped up 69. Hey Truby, how's it going? Another 69 Camaro, all done up for racing. Don't call me Captain Grandpa, don't be doing that shit. No. New Camaro. Another new Camaro, different color. Yeah, share the video, go ahead. Not a problem. Once this is done, I will be uploading this to the YouTube channel so that everybody can see my collection. So, second generation Camaro, which is the one I own, is a second gen. Love them. This is like one of the best little matchbox cars I can find of it. So, and there's these little guys. This is a Murcielago, but it's a USB card, and when you plug it in, the headlights light up. This is a Aventador, again, USB. This one doesn't light up, but this one I got at Exotics Racing in Las Vegas when me and my wife went, the year we got married. We got married in Vegas, and as like my gift from her was I got to drive a Aventador around the track 5 times, and I got video of that on my YouTube channel. So look up Trekyards, Aventador or Lamborghini, and you'll find my test drive footage. But yeah, this one we bought down there at Exotics Racing. It's branded with the Exotics Racing symbol, but this one I had prior, and they're not to scale of each other, but close enough. Got a bunch of stuff tucked in here that I'm not really going to get into, I don't think. Most of them are just empty boxes, but I've got like my Transformers Age of Extinction 3D glasses, because why not? Yeah. Yeah, most of them are just empty boxes and stuff for some of the Hallmark ornaments that are on display here. Also got my Transformers drinking thing. It's here. Sorry guys, I don't really have a plan of attack for this, so just kind of playing it by ear. Also my Transformers balaclava. Hey, how's Samuel doing? He's good. He's spending a few days with his girl. Captain Prime. That's right, bitches. So my wife picked this up for me. It's great for when it's really cold, shoveling snow or whatever, but yeah. Who's all still here? Ring in. I got 8 people. I'm thinking Truby, Jack, maybe Sean Turinjo, Stephen John Hills will be here probably. Yeah, so chime in, guys. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up here. My sorry ass is also watching. Hey Joel. Jack's still here, of course. So here's some just pamphlets from an 80s toy expo, which really kind of speak to my collection. G.I. Joe stuff, Transformers, Star Wars. This month's Nerd Block sucked. Only cool thing was the shirt. This shirt, motherfucker? Yeah. Sorry, I don't know if I should swear. You might think less of your captain. That's that shelf done. This is when the expression done and dusted truly comes into play, right? Alright, so one of the things I have on this shelf is my little Huey Vietnam era helicopter, which I love. I love the Hueys. I love the distinctive sound they make. The whoop, 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 whoop. It's a very distinctive sound. You can definitely tell when a Huey's coming in. And they use these to great effect in Kong Skull Island, which I absolutely loved. It's a great movie and awesome helicopter. Hey, studies show smart people swear. That's true. I just shared your video. Let them know you appreciate it. Thank you, Bill, for sharing the video. Also got this guy. This came with the Hellboy Army of Darkness, I think was the movie. Got this little statue guy. Very cool looking. Definitely a thing. And I got my famous TV car collection, or, well, just not TVs necessarily, but one of my Batmobiles. I got a huge collection of Batmobiles from my friend Noel, but they're all packed away right now. But I've got that 1960s Batmobile. Magnum PI's Ferrari GT40. Y'all know what this is. Back to the Future DeLorean. You've definitely got a way bigger collection than I ever had. I'm sorry. Please don't hold it against me. And Vin Diesel's Charger. Yeah, Charger or Challenger. I think it's Charger from the Fast and the Furious movies. Same as the Dukes of Hazzard car. Dukes of Hazzard car is way cooler. I used to have a bunch of them, but unfortunately, I had to go through a nasty divorce like 17 years ago and didn't get half of my stuff back. So, where is Yoda? Yoda is up there. I already looked at Yoda. One of my Murciélagos, one of the Roadster versions. This here is another Murciélago Roadster version. One of the only Fords I'd consider actually owning. And then this is a... oh, I can't think of it now. It ends with a P. It's a supercar. Captain will go on a mission walk. I got two little 4th generation Camaros that came part of a Monopoly set. They're exactly the same. They're both purple, but they're Camaros, so needed to own them. Next shelf. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm sure this is probably boring as hell, just watching me clean, but... oh, here's another thing I forgot to show you guys. My God Phoenix, or the Fiery Phoenix, the Phoenix from Battle of the Planets, Gachimon. I loved this thing as a kid. I always wanted a toy of it when I was a kid because I used to watch this show all the time. Never got a toy of it because they didn't really have anything back then. Now I've got this one, and I've got the big metal one from Japan. Fantastic toy. I used to make paper airplanes and draw the Phoenix on it with pencil crayons. I'd also make them out of Lego, just so I had something to play with. But I always wanted one of these, and I've got some now, so. Where am I going to put this? I'm going to put this. I should put that there. That works. Alright, so next shelf has Transformer, or TFCon. It's a Transformers convention in Toronto here. Bombshell card and a Power Glide card. And we've got Bumblebee toy from the first Transformers movie. And Sideswipe. Sideswipe was my favorite original G1 character because he was a Lamborghini Countach, and I've always been a Lamborghini fan. Sideswipe in the movies, they made him a concept Corvette, which I absolutely love this design, so happy with it, but would have preferred that he stay a Lamborghini, especially since they got into supercars in the next movie. Like they got a Bugatti and a Ferrari and stuff, but Sideswipe should have been an Aventador. Instead, they made the bad guy the Aventador. I can't remember his name now. The gray guy. his chest transforms into a gun. I can't think of his name. Anyway, it was cool to see a Lamborghini Aventador, but I wish you would have seen more of him in car mode, and I wish he would have been a good guy. Specifically, side swipe. Now these, I can't remember where I got these. They're like a PVC. But we got Rodimus Prime with the Matrix of Leadership. I think his main name might have been Shockwave, but he's not actually Shockwave, as we all know. Come on now. Then we got the pewter looking Rodimus Prime with the Matrix of Leadership, which actually goes in second, so I don't know why I did that one first. These are from Transformers the movie, of course. We got RC and Daniel in his little exosuit. Or not Daniel. Yeah, Daniel, Spike's son. And we also got one of the Bumblebee keychains that I took the keychain part off of. So that's that shelf. Next shelf. So just one of the Camaro cards. Can't remember where I got these either. Will there be more Waymation vlogs? Yes. Once the nice weather returns and I go out walking again, I'll definitely be doing up more Waymation vlogs. So I got these two little plastic things. They're not stands, they're nothing. I don't know what I got them with, but I love them because the Decepticon symbol is proportioned correctly. A lot of times you'll see Decepticon symbols on eBay and stuff and they're all wrong. The eyes are too small, or the point sticks out too far at the bottom, or this part up here is flattened off. Just stupid shit. This is how it's supposed to look. So I've got like Decepticon decals and stuff on my cars, and I gotta make sure they're the correct one because I can't stand the ones that aren't correct. Here's another Bumblebee figure, bigger one. As anyone knows me, knows I love Camaros. I hate Mustangs with a passion. One Mustang that I do like is Barricade from the Transformers movie. The cop car looks amazing. But what made me even happier was the fact that Bumblebee, who I used to always hate, used to be one of my least favorite characters in Transformers, was now a Camaro. So now I like Bumblebee. And he started off as like a 74 Camaro with the full chrome bumper at the back and the little tiny taillights, which I loved because it was Camaro versus Mustang, and the Camaro won. They were racing, and it was awesome. It was just awesome. As much as I'm not a huge fan of the Michael Bay stuff, I mean, I've watched them all. They're good movies and all that jazz, but they're not Transformers. Somebody needs to redo Transformers and do it properly. But that was always cool that that happened. So we're gonna move this up now again. Oh, and I've also got my little cube from the first movie, which is actually a puzzle. It transforms. It's got scenes, little characters, but it's the Allspark cube. So now we're back into Star Wars stuff, more astromech droids and things. I guess I should probably move over here, shouldn't I? Answering the questions you might have missed. Bumblebee is probably taken more seriously as a Camaro than a Volkswagen Beetle. Probably, but I would have preferred they kept them a Volkswagen Beetle. I would have liked them all to be their original forms, but whatever. It is what it is. So this video, guys, I'm not sure when I upload it to YouTube if I'm going to put it on the Trekyards page, because it's not really Star Trek related at all. What I want to do is put it on my Captain Foley personal page, because I want to start using that more for non-Trekyards related stuff. And since this is pretty much Star Wars and Transformers and stuff in this one, I don't want to really put it on there, so I think I'll put it up to the other channel. So if you're not subscribed to my other channel, please do. Unfortunately, it was not a Volkswagen from Bumblebee. Didn't end up being a Volkswagen Bug. No, he didn't. Okay, so here's another storage type container. This one's got flippable head, so you can put the little thing up, but it's just a storage container. Don't know what that is, but another good place to store weed, probably. Here's one of the flashback photo cards that came with some of the toys. There's him in the Naboo starfighter, and then and I got this. It's an R2-D2 top. You turn the top, hit the button, and the top spins, of course. I don't know what this is. It's like a hollow plastic toy. I don't know where I got this one, but these two I got from my wife for Christmas. They came in a 3-pack. There's these two guys, and then the gray guy that's up here. Got another Force Awakens red-armed C-3PO Hallmark ornament. Store weed, LOL, carefully, or Trump may want some. Well, I'm Canadian, so Trump can suck an asshole. I don't care about the politics. I'm getting sick of hearing about it. Whatever. Nothing I can do about it, so just watch from the sidelines for now, I guess. These two little R2 and C-3PO, these came with like a toy set that just had the figures on stands. Here's a puzzle. It's got R2-D2 on one side, C-3PO's face on the other. I'm not going to mix it up because I'll never get it back together again. Here's an R2-D2 with the serving drink tray thing and the arm for serving drinks from Jabba's sail barge. Just a standard R2 toy, another standard R2 toy. They're all a little different. I love astromech droids of all shapes and colors. Well, not shapes, they have to be a certain shape to be an astromech droid, but got the purple guy and then the orange guy with the clear dome. Not sure what their names are. And then this is one of my Hallmark ornaments. It did make sound at one point, but the batteries have been replaced and it still doesn't work. So it is what it is. Put them up there. Always finding new homes and adapting this to fit the... I got one of those little bean things again with R2-D2. And an R2-D2 tattoo. Or sticker. Or tattoo, I can't remember. Alright, here's some cool stuff up here. In case you're wondering, this shelf I just found on the side of the road. Somebody was throwing it out, but it works perfectly for collectibles and things. So I can't see how long this has been going on, guys. Can you see? Can you tell me how long I've been doing this? Just so I know, I want to get a rough idea of how long this has been going. Here's some more of my Franklin Mint collectibles. This one's really nice. It's a pewter Millennium Falcon with the gold electroplate. Thank you, Truby. I have the stand somewhere, but really nice, detailed Franklin Mint miniature. And here's another Franklin Mint pewter one. This is the AT-AT Walker, or the AT-AT. Hour and 18 minutes. Thank you, Truby. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is when I'm done this shelf, I'm going to turn this off. This will be its own separate video. Then I'm going to come back probably later today, if not today, maybe Monday or Tuesday, and do the Transformers shelf. I still got the ones under here to do. There's still Transformers down on the bottom of this one that we're cleaning right now, but I might have to do those later today. Do all the Transformers together kind of thing. But again, thank you guys for tuning in and watching this. So got those guys in there. Another C-3PO toy. Which again, I don't know why C-3PO toys, the legs are always the wrong length. They can never stand up properly. I've had that issue with quite a few of them. We got this little guy who's all dirty and marked up. And he's supposed to light up and make sound. I also got a low battery warning on my phone, so I got to cut this short after this shelf. So, dirty R2 unit. An excited R2 unit. An R2 unit with something growing out of its head, which is a little ridiculous. Another R2 unit that opens up like that. Here's another light up one. This one has an orange light for some reason. Collecting R2s is a pain. Here's another Tatooine one with the red light. And a little bit of dirt on the bottom there. And this is just a normal one, the clicky head. It's funny how many different variations of R2-D2 toys they make for suckers like me to buy. This one is one that got zapped with something, so it's got like electrical things flying around him, and he's got like a neon green color almost color to him with a clear dome. Here's the other one of the 3 set that I got for Christmas. Another one of the Hallmark ornaments. And then the remaining 3 of the ones from Japan. I got the green one, which I dropped, the yellow one, and the red one. So that's it, guys. That's this shelf. Some of my Star Wars collectibles and miscellaneous others. Next time, either later today or tomorrow, not tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday, I'll be doing all of the Transformers here, and then I'll pretty much be done. I'll just have to do the stuff in my office, Trekyards Central, which you guys see all the time. So hopefully you'll join me for that as well. If you're a Transformers fan, this one will really interest you. There's a lot of great stuff to do and a lot of great stuff to see. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in, and I will see you next time on Cleaning the Collection, the Captain Cleaning the Collection, Captain Collection Cleaning, the CCC. We'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye. Alright, guys, since you're all fans of Star Wars, if you've sat through this whole video, there's a few other random things in this room that I wanted to show you guys. We've got some miscellaneous tins. There's a Boba Fett tin, an R2-D2 lunch pail, some figures that my brother got me a few years ago, my Hallmark Millennium Falcon ornament, Captain Phasma. We've got a Death Star gunner back there, my original Boba Fett, Metal Earth, Chicken Walker ATST, Metal Earth X-Wing, my original toy of the ATST Chicken Walker, which I love. I love the Chicken Walkers, they're amazing. Back there, there's a tin that has the the band from the first Star Wars, Episode 4, A New Hope, in there. You open up the tin, and each side has carded figures in it of the band members. We got my original from when I was a kid, R2-D2 remote controlled toy. We've got my Hallmark X-Wing, my Micro Machines X-Wing, one of them. My Land Speeder, original Tauntaun, Probe Droid, my large X-Wing there, Poe Dameron's X-Wing. We got the Darth Vader 12-inch figure and original book talking about Darth Vader's history, which is a lot different than the one we see in the prequel back there. The 12-inch figure is him in his Jedi robes based on what he looked like at the end of Return of the Jedi. So that's an awesome piece. We got my original Jabba the Hutt and AT Walker, AT-AT Walker. I have a bunch more other stuff, including a lot of original toys that are still boxed up in plastic bins and under the stairs right now because I have nowhere to display them. So one day hopefully I will, but until then I thought I'd at least share these with you guys because I know you guys are Star Wars fans. So there you go, a few more things to look at, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go back in the other room. I found a few other things that I had to add to those shelves that I just remembered I recently acquired, so we'll go take a look at those right now. But tune in again sometime. I'm gonna have to, when I pull everything out of bins and get it all displayed eventually in the future, I can show you guys. But yeah, let's go in the other room for a second. Alright guys, just a quick follow-up. Actually, when I started editing the video together, I realized that I had forgotten a few droids that I recently acquired, so I put them up there as well. There's this new guy, BB-8 with the arms, and a new C-3PO from Force Awakens. So there you have it guys. Each shelf done up. That's an odd shelf. Superman, Batman back there. Some Luke's in there. Thought I would add this to the end of the video just so you guys can kind of get a recap of all the stuff we did. Here's some stuff you didn't see prior. That's Garrett Wynn Davies from Forever Knight, who actually lives in Stratford, which is kind of where I grew up, so met him a few times. Some Transformers there. That's a switch plate cover I got from the dollar store, just a wooden one that I made a Transformers switch plate cover. So next video will be the Transformers shelves. As you can see, there's a lot of Transformers to go through, but that'll be the next video. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me, and look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Till next time, I'm Captain Foley. Bye-bye.